What we have here is a Dimir Rogues deck. This is coming to us from Hilarious D. Shout out to Hilarious. We have played some Rogues on this stream in the past. I don't recall if we ever played it after Mastermind. I think we may have once. But what we're doing here, it's the Rogues core, so you have Soaring Thought-Thief to kind of pay you off for getting some Rogues. Windrobber as well, and then Thieves Guild Enforcer to fill up your opponent's graveyard, which turns on Drown in the Loch. You are a Fatal Push Thoughtseize deck, pretty obvious. Faerie Mastermind is kind of the new-ish card here. 2/1 Flash Flyer, when they draw their second card, you draw a card, and you can pay 4 to make each player draw a card. A couple of Kaito Shizukis, because you do have some evasive creatures, so you can get some value out of the +1. Invasion of Amonkhet. Now, I don't remember if we ever tried this card in Rogues. We may have when it came out, but it's been a while since I played it, if that is the case. So kind of excited to play this card, where because you're milling so much with like Thieves Guild Enforcer, Soaring Thought-Thief, and those kinds of cards, it's really nice because you're just getting more looks at stuff for Invasion of Amonkhet, so that's pretty cool. Couple of one-ofs here. There's like a Spell Pierce in the main deck, a Brazen Borrower, which also happens to be a rogue, a Nighthawk Scavenger for the aggressive matchups, and then even though it's not a rogue, it is the best card in the format, so we gotta play Sheoldred. But cool deck. There's like a Mutavault in the mana base, some like Otawara, Takenuma, 3 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, which kind of seems like a lot, along with the Hull. So a ton of utility lands. Sideboard, pretty straightforward, self-explanatory stuff. So I gotta get this Disdainful Stroke out of here, though. We need a better Disdainful Stroke. Sheoldred might as well be an honorary rogue, right? Might as well be. I mean, I'm gonna keep. Opponent reveals Gigantha. So this is Rakdos Sacrifice. I don't know about y'all, but this matchup seems not particularly good. This one seems tough. Sheoldred with wings with Nighthawk. Well, we're already playing 2 Sheoldreds. Yeah, I'm just gonna main phase the Thought-Thief. Need to get the ball rolling. For Drown. Because by main phasing Thought-Thief, I can mill them for 3. Next turn I can hold up Drown for Mayhem Devil. Or like if they play Mayhem Devil, I could just kill it main phase. Ooh, tap land's nice for me. I like that. This is like kind of winnable. Croak's unbeatable. Yeah, Croak's is tough. Like, the thing about Croak's is you need to be able to kill it multiple times, so it gets a lot of cards out of you. That card's not that bad against Croaksa. Okay, let's go to combat. Oh, Thought-Thief. Do I want to counter the Fatal Push? I mean, I kind of think we have to, right? They definitely don't have second Fatal Push, because they would have Fatal Pushed last turn. Not sure if that's correct, but it feels somewhat correct. Need to get value from Mastermind versus Deadly. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, just casting a Fable. It's like not the end of the world for me. Another Drown to be sicko here. That would have been good last turn. But now we can Faerie Mastermind before they Fable. Yeah, let's just Faerie Mastermind now, I think. Yeah, let's Mastermind now. So I don't... do I want to double Mastermind here? I guess I don't directly have an answer for Mayhem Devil anyways, so I'm just going to get punked by that card regardless. Yeah, we might as well just do both. Where can I find the Shelly Rhinos list? It is both on the Mox Field, if you type in !Dex, and it should also be on my Twitter as well. Chan, I think the game is over. Griffer K, thank you for the 12-month resub. It feels like the game is now over. I think we have to draw exactly... We have to draw exactly... Drown, like, right now? Does that do anything? Copy of any creature card in a graveyard. So, I guess we can... How do you do a song request? 2 gifted subs, or there should be a channel point option for it as well, if you have enough channel points. You think that Tron would play the new gnome creature? I don't even... Which new gnome creature? The 4-drop? I don't think so. Yeah, it does get their last card. Be sick if they had another devil. Ooh. Okay, chat, we have an out now. I have to send 4 power at this. Okay, so we go invasion, them. 3, 5, 7. Yeah, because then we can get their Mayhem Devil. They're kind of put in this weird spot. They're kind of put in this weird spot where they have to, like, kill my Mayhem Devil. You know what I mean? There's like this weird active, non-active thing going on too. It's not even clear they have a bunch of things to sacrifice. I'm not dead on board, am I? Yeah, they have like no ways to turn on sacks. I guess they can get a treasure off of the shaman token, which they can use to kill my mastermind, but then I can like dome them for a point. So what happens if I just take this? If I take this, I can play another Thought-Thief. They would kill this, and this is 6 damage. Is there any reason not to block the cat? They don't have a food. I think this is a free block, right? Because the best they can do is sack a single treasure. They can't trigger it twice. Like, they can't trigger this twice. So we should be able to block the cat for relatively free. What do they have in hand? I guess they do have 1 card in hand, which we don't know what it is. Sure. Okay. Oh, wait, do I have lethal? Because I can sack this for an extra point, right? Do I have lethal? Play Thought-Thief, go to combat. So Thought-Thief pumps these 2. That's 6 damage, because they kill the Mastermind. They take 6, go to 3. And then I can only sacrifice the Windrobber. Yeah, it's not quite. What am I missing? I feel like I have the win, but I'm missing something. Our Devil's a 4/4. Attack with Devil. Just to, like, force them to trade. I could also bounce their Devil. So if I send everything... what do they block? They double... No, they just chump block Mayhem Devil, right? They chump block Mayhem Devil, sacrifice treasure, ping Mastermind. I ping them with my Mayhem Devil, they go to 8. I play Thought-Thief, they take 6, go to 2, and then I can sack this for 1, but then they go to 1. I'm 1 point short. You know what I mean? As is, I'm 1 point short. I counted that. 3, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 damage. Rogue's Discord unsubbing if I don't find lethal. The problem with attacking with everything is, aren't I just dead on the crackback? I guess not, because I can bounce something. So they chump block, then I bounce this. No, I wait, because they go to copy, then I bounce Devil. Then they replay Devil, send both, block there, take 1. Bounce Devil, kill Reflection. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see your line. Okay, I'm with you. Because they're going to chump block with cat. I'm going to pass priority. Because they kind of have to kill the Mastermind. Okay, so we can go... ping Reflection. They're going to ping Mastermind. I'm going to cast Borrower. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to cast this. 4 damage. Go to damage. They go to 3. And then now I'm going to Petty Theft their Devil. I see the line. I got it. Yep, I think I like this line. Right? This line seems good. So now we have a 3/3 blocker for their Goblin Shaman token. They can fire up the Hive, but that should be fine. Weird game. Very, very weird game. Alright, Mana Wargs has a song request. What you got for me, Mana Wargs? Pink Panther theme. Okay, for some reason it didn't pop up in my Spotify. I'll just search for it. Yeah, first game and it's already complicated. Not every day where you copy your opponent's Mayhem Devil. Did I miss another song request? I think it was just that one, right? Yeah, we're good. Griffer K, thanks again for the 12-month resub. We're going to play some Naya Werewolves after this, chat. In the spirit of Halloween. Alright, what do we want against Rakdos Sacrifice? Cling to Dust seems extremely important to deal with Kroxa. Raise bad. Change. Could, like, maybe justify change because it hits Fable. Yeah, Trespasser also good against Kroxa. I have... Okay, what is the point of this, Hilarious? I still don't really understand what this card is here for. That one I was a little perplexed by. Oh, it's to save your stuff against Wraths. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that kind of makes sense. What is bad against Sack? Kaito seems really hard to protect. I want to keep Go for the Throat. Spell Pierce only hits Fable. It's kind of narrow. This card seems kind of like a liability, or it can be a liability against Claim the Firstborn. I know, but like, what do you want to cut for change? Do you want to play change over like Mastermind? We could shave a Mastermind. It is particularly bad against Mayhem Devil. We could go down to 2 Masterminds, I guess. Could shave a Windrobber. Windrobber also not that great against Devil, because you have to sack it. Okay, I could buy this. 8 cards that matter, Fable and Devil, so change is pretty nice. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we'll try this. T-Spain says, if you want to beat Beans, I found the deck. What is the deck? AKA the deck of all time. I don't know if that card's that good in Sacrifice. This hand looks great. Belcher? Yeah, Belcher probably beats Beans. Maybe I should have played Belcher in Super League last night. Here comes the money. Go Calper, thank you for the $25 donation. If you could for me, Go Calper, just go ahead and post a link to the deck list in the Discord. I don't know if you're already in there, but if not, you can type !Discord. Thanks again for the donation, Go Calper. I greatly appreciate that. Is that another deck dono? I got 5 on it. Should've played my land first. Hot Girls coming in with the 5 gifted subs. Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, you're going to do your donut today. Thanks again for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that, Hot Girls. Oh, I'll turn this up. Based. Chat, if you didn't get a sub, dodged in the chat. I kind of want to main phase Cling to try and fight cycle for a land, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hold up Drown for another Fable or something. Logan Salad, thank you for that Prime sub. I mean, I'll keep doing this. Alright, ETB tap land, love to see it. Now, do I want to play Thought-Thief? This mills for 2, then this would mill for 2 more. It would get them in Enforcer range. Yeah, I'm just going to main phase this. Like, they're so unlikely to play around a 3rd Drown anyways. It's bad if they found Croaks at that turn, but thankfully they didn't. And then if we ever hit Croaks on the following turn, then we can cling it. Okay, there's Fable. Fable's not the most concerning. It's going to take into the story. Does Amalia plus Wildgrowth Walker have legs? I mean, it has something. I think my big issue with that combo is people keep seeming to think that it is a 2-card combo, but it's actually kind of like a 3-card combo because you need something else to turn on the Walker and the Amalia. That's the big issue I have. Ludwig, thank you for the 9-month resub. Says resub day. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Greatly appreciate that, Ludwig. Look at that. Discard Croaks that concede. You'll love to see it. Yeah, it looks great. Is this deck just busted? Darth Dog says hi, chat. Everybody say hi, Darth Dog. Also type Joel. Yes, no Dream Theater, please. They revealed Forest. Oh god, I forgot to take out the mismatching Watery Grave. I can never be forgiven for this, chat. I apologize in advance. Okay, I mean, that's a hand, alright. I'll tell you that. That's definitely one of the hands of all time. It's certainly a hand. Go. No, Thoughtseize bug. So their hand is Nykthos, 3 Storms. So what's the plan here? Oh, I think I figured out the plan. I think this is the plan. Does this make sense? Tell me if you see the plan, chat. Tell me if you see the plan. Do 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 do. Yeah, all the Rogues players see it. I mean, this game seems kind of Jover. This one seems a bit Jover. This has to be one of your best matchups, right? Okay, there's Boseiju. Yeah, you can have Elf. I accept. That's fine. Maybe this deck is just good. I don't know. I always kind of shit on it a little bit, but maybe it's just a good deck. Go. Need invite to the Rogues Discord? Yeah. Yeah, we just counter Storm and they die. Vorinclex jump scare. I repeat, Vorinclex jump scare. Vorinclex jump scare, chat. This is not a drill. Yeah, that's true. It's easy when they don't turn 1 elf. And I take their... I mean, did they keep a sketchy hand? What was the hand they kept? Because they revealed Forest off of Oath. So the hand they kept was Forest, Nykthos, Troll, Oath, Triple Storm? That hand's not a keep, right? Forest, Nykthos, Oath, Troll, Triple Storm. There's almost no way that's a keep. We made it to Goldfish. Love to see it. It's about time. I feel like you always 5-0, but you're the one your list never gets posted for some reason. Oath, Troll, Forest, Nykthos, 2 Storm. Oh, did they mulligan? That's a good question. No, they kept 7. Yeah, it says Darth Dog begins the game with 7 cards. Anyways, that's fine, whatever. So, yeah, change the equation, good. Disdainful Stroke, good. Cling bad, Ray bad. Edict seems kind of mid. Because, like, if they go Elf into Troll and you Edict them, they just sack the Troll and it just pluses them on mana. How about Negate? Negate could be okay, maybe. Ray for Elf is pretty important, even with 3 Fatal Pushes. Okay, how do you sideboard in this matchup, players? Because you play a lot more Rogues than I do. Dispute against green? Okay, let him cook. What do you want to cut then? Like Sheoldred? Is that too slow? This song kind of slaps, by the way. Yeah, Shelly bad makes sense. Kaito probably too slow. How about Into the Story? Just like lower your curve as much as possible. You're gonna bring in. I don't want to bring in all 3 Rays. What about 2? Invasion also, meh? I don't know. You can copy some big shit off of Invasion. Dispute good against Kiora. It's extremely narrow, though. Yeah, Nighthawk's not that great. We can bring in the Negate. Do you want to bring in... I don't want to bring in Dispute. We could do Negate over Invasion. Or no, I already brought in the Negate. I'm only going to do 2 Rays, I think. Yeah, I got the Negate. I'm going to do this. We already have a lot of counter spells, though. I don't know if we need to go that deep. This hand has no interaction. It's Thought-Thief into Invasion. No, this hand's bad. Can't keep this. This hand's missing black mana. It's really good if we can find a black source. What if I kept this and put back Mutavault? I'm kind of into it. We're on the draw. We got, like, what, 2 looks at it? What was chat saying again? Chat, what were you saying? What was that? You want me to go to 5? Why would I go to 5? Why would I ever go to 5? What do you think this is? So, we definitely kill the elf here, right? I could also just play 2 spells. But if I play 2 spells, they get to slam a 5-drop. That's close. I really don't want them slamming a 5-drop here. Because the 5-drop just kind of bricks my enforcers. You guys think it's 2 spells easy? I mean, I guess what's the worst case scenario? They play a Cav. And then I could just drown the Cav and keep the pressure up. Yeah, honestly, actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, this is fine. Question is, do I attack Kiora for 3? If I attack Kiora, I can likely kill it next turn. If I drown, I guess I can kill Kiora next turn anyways, right? If I drown their Cav, because I have 7 power. So yeah, attack them is probably fine. And then if we want to kill Cav next turn, we can. We can just go send 6 at it and 1 at them, because they have to use the Kiora to untap a land to play a Cav this turn. So I think this is good. What's better than killing Kiora? Well, the thing is, I can't kill Kiora this turn, and I'm almost 100% to be able to kill it next turn, you know? So there's, like, almost no reason to attack it this turn, because depending on what they do, I might just ignore this anyways, right? So, I think this makes more sense. 3 green. Hopefully it's Pelucranos. Yeah, it does. That's the issue. Deck struggles versus aggro. Like, oh yeah, Convoke seems like a nightmare matchup for this deck. Oh, they have nothing? Oh, we are chillin'. We are chillin'. Alright, definitely going face. They could, like, double block an Enforcer if they want, but I'd be pretty happy with that. Alright, your turn. We'd have the Otawara to tempo if something resolves this turn. This game feels over. OGT. I believe I am supposed to counter that. Right? Yeah. No, I think countering's better. Because if I let it go, they get so much more mana with the Nykthos, because they can untap Nykthos. Like, if I let that resolve, they go make 6, untap, go to 10, and then they can double spell. So I think I'd rather just counter their spell. I could play the Windrobber pre-combat in case they double... Oh, no, they can't trade for an Enforcer, never mind. I thought they had the second elf back. I'm just attacking them again. Thoughts on bouncing Kiora? No, that's bad, right? Go to 3. I will deploy the Windrobber, though. Yeah, I think deploying the Windrobber is good. It does leave me unable to use Otawara. We can just use Otawara on our turn. Should be okay. So they can storm here. And Nykthos still only net neutral. Still not making mana with Nykthos. Are they going to storm with Lair Up? We are untapping Nykthos? Oh, sure. Okay. No, that makes sense. Because they want the Nykthos untapped after the storm. But now they need to hit 2 blockers. Actually, even if they had 2 blockers, they're dead. Because we just bounce 1. They block, take 5. I don't think I need to care about this. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Well, actually, it could matter. 3, 4, 5, 6. I could storm again. So now I could sack Windrobber. But if I sack Windrobber and miss on a counterspell, does it change my clock? I guess it doesn't, right? Because these are both lethal anyways. I could even sack both and still have lethal with Otawara. If they hit 1 blocker. I'm definitely going to sack at least 1. Does that change things? Because now the Windrobbers could be lethal, right? Since it gets pumped. So, like, if they hit 2 blockers, we bounce 1, they block, and I still have lethal. So I think we can let this go. Because now 2 blockers is not even enough to survive. Problem is Crypt. So what, they hit Karn blocker? They hit Karn blocker. No, they're still dead. They hit Karn blocker, get Crypt, I end step this, I have 4 attackers, I bounce a blocker, they have 1 blocker, and they're at 3, and I have 4 attackers. It doesn't matter if they get Crypt. Because if they're getting Karn, that means they're not getting a blocker. So it's still lethal with Karn plus creature. Okay. Yeah, also, they got a forest, so... Yeah, Landhaven, you can have that. That's fine, I accept. Yeah, this is just lethal anyways, right? Block, take 4. I mean, I'll still head all these anyways, but, you know. Alright, have not dropped the game yet. Let's go. Have not dropped the game. Deck's broken. Yeah, Eccles used to be... I swear to God, Eccles would submit a rogue deck, like, every single month. Every single month. And now that it's finally good, he doesn't want to play rogues anymore. I mean, it is what it is. It's fine, but not exciting. Mana Confluence. Oh, fuck. This is not good. Chat, this is not good. I am in danger. Boggles Jump Scare. You missed Abzan Adventures, which was a lot of fun. Didn't go particularly well, but I did have a great time. It was dope. Okay. Hilarious says, Doomwake, I have to warn you, this matchup is not good. What made you think that? The fact that our opponent has a creature that has hexproof and we have a Fatal Push in our hand? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We do have 2 Edicts. Edict is extremely powerful against the Boggles deck. Okay, that doesn't boost toughness. That one definitely does. Could probably just pack this one in, right? Alright, I'm done. You win. It's Jover. It is Jover. We just don't have outs at that point. Okay, Edict coming in. Is that really all we have? Could bring in some 2-mana counter spells. I might bring in Mystical Dispute just to hit exactly Staggering Insight. I don't know. Yeah, change could be okay. Can probably trim on Go for the Throat. I want to keep in some number of Fatal Push because they play Light Paws. Sheoldred actually doesn't seem that bad. It's like the body is nice, and they do draw a lot of cards off of their auras. These cards seem insanely bad, both Kaito and Invasion. Although I guess I can get a 4/4 hexproof with Invasion. That's kind of hot. Bring in Negate. Keep in like one Kaito maybe. Keep in the third Fatal Push. Yeah, if we had some other way to mill them, that would have been kind of sweet. Yeah, I guess I'll just play the third Fatal Push. Nothing else is jumping out at me as particularly playable. One Kaito. Nah, I think I'd rather have the upside on Fatal Push. Just like, I think the upside on Fatal Push being good is higher than the upside on a 3-mana Planeswalker, if that makes sense. Like, if they have a draw that involves a creature that I can Fatal Push, I am more likely to win those games than a draw where I play a turn 3 Planeswalker and untap with it. If, you know what I mean? No, not yet. Still in the works. We're getting there. They said it might take like another couple of weeks. Well, I have lands and edict, so I am obligated to keep. I think I'm obligated to keep. Could have got the story too. They mull the 6, mull the 5. That's good. What do you think about the state of Modern? I recently quit it because I'm kind of stuck with the metagame and looking into Pioneer. I mean, it's like, it's okay. I'm not really a big fan of the gameplay of both the Beanstalk decks and the Scam decks, but if you can get past those, it's like the rest of it's not bad. I don't love that Up the Beanstalk just goes into literally every deck. I kind of hate that aspect. It's really dumb. Mastermind. Does it go into so many decks? It does, kind of. Ooh, Thoughtseize is basically the perfect draw here. All That Glitters, Sentinel's Eyes, and Botanical Sanctum. So I'm going to take Armor, and they're going to go land Double Spell, and we're going to end the game on the spot. That is about to be what's going to happen here. I don't think Beanstalk is the problem, it's Elementals and Binding. Sure, but like the combination of all of those cards are definitely problematic, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Okay, you can have Sentinel's Eyes. Sorry about that whammy. We'll see you next time. We will see you next time. And then we can just counter their next creature. I'll hold up mana to activate Fairy. The binding isn't really a problem, it's all the elementals. I mean, to be completely honest with you, Leyline Binding is not... That card is not well designed. You know, in a format of fetch lands and triumphs and all that kind of stuff. Like, the card itself is not particularly well designed. This card draws so many cards. God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's really no reason to play an untap land here. I will play Windrobber, though. Slam for 2. I guess I could have played Enforcer first to get the extra 2 cards. Maybe that's relevant. I also could have just not played Windrobber and held up Mastermind activation. I'm gonna counter Giganta. Am I? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really care about it, but it's kind of annoying. Alright, they scooped. Untap land for Enforcer plus Mastermind. Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess I could have done that. I think binding is a problem. Also think the greedy mana bases enable it, and the answers to greedy mana bases in Modern are few and far between. Blood Moon isn't the door closer it once was. Yeah, I agree with that. Because the thing about Blood Moon versus the 4-color decks is the nature of their deck they just have a shit ton of fetch lands. So even if you Blood Moon them, they're almost always just going to be able to fetch 2 or 3 basics. Alright, our opponent has mulligan to 3 cards. And we have Thoughtseize Sheoldred's Edict. I don't know about that one. Alright, to 3 we go. Edict is based. Alright, I guess we're 3 now. What was Hilarious saying about bad matchups? Maybe this deck has no bad matchups. Alright, I am going to keep. Do we have a good way to turn on Fatal Push on their turn? Alright, Greasefang confirmed. Some people you just know. Like, they just play the same deck for a year and a half. Yeah, but we need to get them. We need to get their graveyard filled for Windrobber. All right, I'm gonna Thoughtseize them for sure. Much do we care about this Liliana? We don't need. Well, I guess no matter what, we're gonna be able to hold up Drown on 3. So I'm gonna take a 3-drop. I guess under the assumption they find Thoughtseize for my Drown and they resolve a 3-drop, I think I'd rather them not resolve Liliana. That makes sense. Yeah, because we can also maybe push the rat. I'm always pro getting rid of rat. Yeah, I mean, again, they're gonna play Informant. We're gonna be able to counter their next spell regardless. So like, it doesn't really matter which one we take. It's just if they like draw Thoughtseize, take Drown, eventually resolve a 3-drop. I think we have more ways to answer Greasefang on the board than we do Liliana, and that's kind of why I like taking Liliana. 1 mono red player, Lotus Field, and 3 Rakdos. Excited to rat them next week. Love to see it. How about, for people who go to like Pioneer locals, FNMs and stuff, how many players do you usually get? It was so weird. So the FNM that I go to, right about towards the beginning of the year, we would they discarded Greasefang, by the way. We would constantly get don't trade. No, I'm not gonna trade. We would consistently get like 25 to 30 people for Pioneer, and then right around, I'm trying to think, like June or July, basically nobody started showing up. It was weird, and then it just tanked. Because they do Modern and Pioneer, and Modern and Pioneer both used to fire, but now only Modern fires, which kind of sucks. I think I let this go? No, I guess I can counter this. Because they're probably going to take the Drown anyways. Okay, there's a Swamp. I could just YOLO the Scavenger. They can't Greasefang me next turn. I'm kind of into it, actually. Yeah, because they can't Greasefang me here. Since they would need a discard outlet, a Parhelion, and a Greasefang, which I don't think they can do on 4 mana. Definitely not trading. Sheoldred. Okay. How do we feel about Sheoldred? I'm at 7. Hello, Shamsel. Yeah, they would have to Thoughtseize themselves. Yeah, salvage can't stay. There are definitely ways they could do it. Next turn I can push Sheoldred. If I play Invasion this turn... Oh, I guess I could just wait till next turn to play Invasion, right? I don't need to play it this turn. You know what I kind of like? I kind of like attack for 4... main phase bounce Sheoldred, because I don't want them to turn on Fatal Push for my Scavenger. So I kind of want to go main phase, just bounce this, attack for 4, hold up Fatal Push for Informant. Next turn, I can go Invasion, attack the Invasion. Does that work? So, hold on. As a siege enters, choose an opponent to protect it. You and others can attack it. When it's defeated, exile it, then cast it transformed. Is it... It's under my control, right? So it still turns on Revolt? Okay. I was making sure. I'm pretty sure it does. But it's weird because when you cast the battle, it goes to their side of the battlefield. So it's not the most intuitive thing. But yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to Petty Theft this now. And it basically just time walks them because they have to recast it. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to take 3, go to 8, take 2, go to 6. And then... Ooh, hold on. There's a... Can I... is there... Does this work the way I want it to? It does, right? Because I can hold priority. Right? Attack the invasion, cast it, hold priority, push the Sheoldred. Yes! That does work. I was pretty sure that it did. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Bye, Sheoldred. So we know about... No, they... Yeah, we still know about the swamp. They discarded Informant. Alright, so go to combat. Attack invasion. We have to let the damage happen. Hold control. Still holding control. We have to cast Lazotep Convert. Fatal Push Sheoldred. Bazinga! The plays, chat, the plays. How to hold priority. You hold control on your keyboard. Funny enough, we milled them, and we still didn't mill a vehicle for Greasefang, which is hilarious. Witherbloom Command. They didn't even get a land back. How do they have 13 cards in their graveyard and no lands? They only have 1 Greasefang left? Yeah, we milled 3 over. That was funny. Alright, Hilarious. Hilarious said this matchup is good if I sideboard correctly. So, I imagine these 5 seem good. Not sure about the counter spells. Honestly, past that, I don't know if there's anything else I want. The rest seem kind of mid. Yeah, I guess it could be Edict. Trespasser is gassier. It might be better than my other 3-drops, because both of these seem kind of sus. I mean, Invasion was good that game. Kaito's definitely a little sus. Into the Story probably too slow. No, I think I like all the Thoughtseizes. March is nice versus Decay. You can also face out Greasefang if you don't have removal. You want to cut Sheoldred? It's kind of slow. I could see just slimming down the curve as much as possible. Yeah, we did get kind of lucky with the invasions. We could do this. And then maybe... Oh, Spell Pierce is bad, right? Yeah, Spell Pierce is definitely bad. Could play 1 Edict. Thoughts on this? This looks like kind of okay. Pretty close to where I want to be, I think. Trying to think of what else is bad. I think I want to keep all the creatures. I could shave on Fatal Push. Especially if we're cutting the invasions. I don't have as many ways to turn on Revolt. Second Edict better than Go for the Throat. They just have so many shitters that they can protect with edicts, you know? Like they have informants and such. Normally let Shelly into board games, you have more mid-range, less combo since we have Grave Hate. Yeah. What do you want to cut for Sheoldred then? All these cards seem good to me. We could do like cut a Thoughtseize for a Sheoldred maybe. I could see that. Shave a Windrobber. Maybe cut another Windrobber and play the 4 Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Command does kill the Windrobbers. That's kind of tough. Okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Thought-Thief, Edict, Borrower. I don't love this hand. I think it's way too slow. Ooh, this is the same exact hand, basically. They do mill themselves a lot, so Drown could be good. I mean, I don't want to go to 5. They have Thoughtseizes. I'm going to reluctantly keep this. Yeah, I just think on 7 we can do a little bit better. Than at least the first hand. It just seemed very low impact. Very slow, too. It took a Thought-Thief. Okay, that helped, because it turns on Drown. Definitely helps. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I thought it was too slow. Fiend's Informant. Sure. Do we have the ship? New ship? Discards Go for the Throat. That is not a bad draw. So, Thought-Thief, mill for 2. Attack mill for 2, that gets them to 8. But then we have to trade Enforcer for Informant, which I don't love. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pass. I also don't want to tap out. Yeah. Yeah, they just block play Liliana, so I'll just hold this up. Which they know about, too. Almost whatever they play, I'm snap countering. I know, I'm just thinking about it. No plays. Alright, well, I'll cast this. Need to use my mana. And push. Kind of feels like they had push. Okay. But now we can drown a Chariot. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Is Up the Beanstalk really that good? I think so. Time to jam some beans in green. Cavalier of Thorns, trigger my Up the Beanstalk. I mean, it does add for devotion. See, Bobby, you can justify any card in mono green because it always adds devotion. That's what, at least what you can tell yourself. Tree mana. Yeah, I'm countering that. Definitely gonna counter that one. Isn't Fires playing it? Beanstalk? Yeah, but it's like, it's not nearly as impactful as it is in Modern. Interesting. So they're almost certainly going to play a Chariot next turn. Is there anything I can really do about that? Do I want this trade? I actually kind of don't mind the trade, because then it means, for some reason, if they don't have Chariot, then it gives them one less thing to trade for the Graveyard Trespasser. But I think I'm going to get rinsed by Chariot this turn. Yeah, this Chariot's about to wreck us. There's like no way they don't have it. I thought about saving the Drown. Yeah, maybe I should have saved the Drown for that. We just cannot beat this card here. It's rough. I mean, I could trade for it. It's not a very efficient trade. I could have go for the Throat at a cat token, but then I don't get to flip this. That seems bad. Like, if I'm going to do that, I might as well flip this, let them crew, go for the Throat the one they target, and then trade. Yikes. That's bad. Okay. How the hell do I get out of this one? Not really sure. Trespasser life gain makes it really hard to race us. They're just going to go too wide. I mean, I guess I have to trade for Chariot and kill Greasefang. Yeah. No, I think I cut into the story. Yeah, I thought it was too slow. Maybe I need to change up how I'm sideboarding. Do this now to use my mana. Not exactly. Can trade for a cat token. I know, but I thought it was, I mean, even if you're always turning it on, 4 mana for a draw spell when your opponent has the potential to like turn 3 Greasefang, it just didn't seem that, you know, it just seemed a little bit too slow. Okay, game 3. So what, you want to keep it into the story? Still think the 3s are bad. Dispute's obviously bad. Maybe Edict is good. We could shave on more 1-drops. Could also shave a Mastermind. Something like this, maybe. This looks okay. Edict is great against Chariot. It's not bad if you can clean up the rest of their stuff. Windrobber is better than Thieves Guild because flying. Well, the thing is, Thieves Guild turns on your Drowns more easily than Windrobber does. I could cut the rest of the Masterminds. Bring in the Edicts and a 3rd Robber. We could also maybe try to justify one of these other 3-drops in the play. Not sure which one's better. Probably Invasion. Could do like 1 Mastermind. Try this. Yeah, that's fair. Mastermind is good on the play against Informant. We'll try 1. This hand looks fine. Again, one of these, like, not exciting hands, but probably okay. think Kaito's better. It's just I can't really ever see a spot where you're able to tap out on turn 3 for a Kaito. I don't think it's a good hand. I think it is a hand that you are kind of priced into keeping just because it has lands and spells, and it has a Thoughtseize, but I'm not, like, a huge fan of it. Yeah, the other thing about that, too, is, like, Kaito is not really that good against Chariot, because Chariot goes super wide. Command, push, Trespasser. I mean, I just take this, right? We just take Trespasser and don't play Windrobber. Okay. Finish your full foil rogues this week. Let's go. I'm actually just not even going to cast the Thought-Thief. Because they're just going to push it. I'll play Drago. I'll play some Drago. What's up, Drop Bear? Now we're commanding. Okay, that's fine. They milled a ship. Same thing, right? Still just not casting this because we know they have Fatal Push. Okay. Now we can maybe think about playing some stuff. Can wait till their end step for sure. And I don't want to run out the Windrobber yet, because again, we know they have this. So I want to wait till they use the second command. I think that's fine. If I play these in response, they can just command the Enforcer, right? Yeah, well, I guess I can lead Enforcer, and then if I play Thought-Thief, if they push the Thought-Thief, then this thing still has 2 toughness, so they wouldn't be able to command it. Maybe that was fine. Commanded Thieves Guild. So I'm assuming... Is it because mill is before -3/-1, or is it all just state-based effects? Okay, they're going to hold the command. I'm still just going to hold my shit. I'm just not playing anything. Oh, I don't want to concede. I'm trying to F6 over here. Basically, yeah. Pike, thank you for the 19-month resub. Greatly appreciate the continued support. Yeah, I'm still just not going to cast these cards. Your turn. It's funny, we both, like, know what we have. It's like, neither of us wants to make the first move. Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing it either, buddy. We're just gonna stare. Everybody stare. Ooh, that's a good one. That's not a bad one. Now we can maybe bait some action. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Am I? How do they kill this with Fatal Push? They don't have, like, an easy way to turn on Revolt, right? Yeah, I don't think they have a good enough way to turn on Revolt, so I'll just play this. Yeah, just don't play spells. Liliana. I guess maybe that's a reason to play the Windrobber. Well, no, because if they Liliana, they use all their black mana. Oh. Right, that's definitely a punish. They still have push up too, which means I can't even play this. How do we beat a boat? I mean, I guess we could just get in for a clean 7, right? Clean 7 seems fine. I'm gonna hold the Otawara, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the Otawara. Is listening all these bangers to play next then play instead like I'm a... Yeah, no, FIR is so good. I haven't seen them live. Thoughts on the new turn 3 combo with a new card from Ixalan? Everybody keeps asking about it. It's just not good. It's not good. It's also not a 2-card combo because you need a third piece for it. I'm assuming you're referring to Wild Growth Walker and the other black-white card. I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. Apparently Twitter likes it, but I'm not sold on it. It's all over Twitter. The other punish is Greasefang, return the artifact, trigger Revolt. Well, they didn't have a boat in play that turn, right? Surely playing Ixalan Block Constructed. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, and it's cute, and it's really, really good for content creators, but as far as competitive players that are trying to win a tournament, I'm not a big fan of it. I would not recommend it if your goal is to win the tournament. They put Sheoldred into their hand, which they cannot currently cast. Mill plus Drain. Need to draw a good one here. The Drain's super annoying because it gets them above 2 Hall attacks too, which is kind of gross. Is Windrobber sack sorcery only? No. You can do it at any point. Interesting. Okay, so we know they have... Oh, they found Boseiju. Fuck, that's bad. So we know their hand is Fatal Push, Sheoldred, Boseiju. So Hall plan offline. Hall plan currently offline. We need to pivot. Do I main phase into the story to try and find Thoughtseize for Sheoldred? Yeah, I think I main phase story. I think I like that. I guess that's a good point. We could use the Windrobber for Revolt. Okay, those are cards. I don't think I'm casting Sheoldred here. So we can just go Windrobber pass. Yeah, Windrobber pass, hold up, Thought-Thief, and Fatal Push. Okay, I don't mind this. We are going to get chunked by a boat, though. We need to find an answer to this. We don't currently have a way to deal with this. We can Otawara it for a turn. It's like they're choosing to not cast Sheoldred. Sure. Yeah, that's fair. Into the Story is nice in these kind of like grindy spots, rather. So now they get to boat, clear the Windrobber, which does not give us Revolt for next turn when they play the Sheoldred. I was really hoping they would cast that Sheoldred that turn. It's unfortunate. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not auto-yielded. Alright, draw a card. That does not help. Can Revolt the boat here. What do you mean? Fatal Push is 4 or less. This costs 5. God, them hitting that Boseiju was so sick. I think we were in a pretty good spot if they didn't hit that Boseiju. I mean, a much better position for sure. I'm going to push one of these now. Alright, good draw step. Drown, please. Unfortunately, that is not a good draw step. So, we're not dead. We can go Sheoldred, Thought-Thief, and Otawara. Alright, Sheoldred pass. Yeah, Sheoldred pass is fine for now. They have an answer to Sheoldred. That would stink. Although if they answer the Sheoldred this, like, right now, then we'd have a Fatal Push available for the Chariot if they go for that. Yeah. Really unfortunate that we went through a third of our deck and didn't find a single drown. Draw just, like, kind of lined up awkwardly. I mean, now they're 100% playing Sheoldred, right? They just go Sheoldred, crew the boat. Not playing Sheoldred, that's insane. They're just playing nothing? It's interesting. I mean, I guess we just hold the Fatal Push. Not playing the Sheoldred is so wild. Like, if I had a counterspell, I would have countered the Go for the Throat, right? I am extremely excited. They shouldn't be scared of a counterspell. If I had a counterspell, I would snap counter this. So, like, I don't know what they're playing around. No thought to bouncing around Sheoldred with Otawara. I thought I needed to save the Otawara for the Sky Sovereign. That's kind of why I didn't want to do that. So, like, here... I'm trying to think of, can we just get aggro? Like, what if I just Fatal Push the cat token, animate Mutavault, and shove? And then we can still hold up Otawara and Mastermind, right? 1, 2, 3. You have exactly enough. I think I like that. I'm gonna do that. Because if they don't attack with Sky Sovereign, we can just end step bounce the Sheoldred. And they were clearly worried about something last turn. That's like kind of why they didn't attack, I think. No need to push. Yes, because I want to attack with the Mutavault. That's why I want to push. Wow, they just took it all. They didn't even Besage the Mutavault. That is shocking. We know they have Besage. Are they saving it for next game? Interesting. I mean, now we kind of have them cooked, right? Because they almost have to just go Sheoldred, Crew, Boat, and we just go bounce this. They can replay Boat to kill this, but then we just go end phase this, animate Hall. We have enough to animate Hall and Mutavault, I think. I think we win this game. What a crazy game. Green mana. What do we got? Okay, that's moderately annoying. That gets Greasefang. Sure. I can get back Chariot. Yikes, that's cringe. Actually, no, this is fine, right? Yeah, I think we still win. Depends on what they have after this. Yeah, the creature lands are very good. They get Boat. Well, I'm wondering, yeah, I have to let them go to combat, right? Because they get Boat, kill this, crew Boat, then I just bounce the Boat they crew. Because I can actually bounce the Boat in response, they can't even crew this. So I have to let them go to combat. Because if I don't, they get to attack with the Boat, and that's bad. I feel like we're kind of chilling, though. Oh, yeah, that's true. We still know they have Besage, but I can animate both creature lands. Is there any deck that has a really good matchup against Beans? I think the Linears do. So that would be Burn, Titan Shift. Those are the two decks that kind of come to mind. Possibly Mill. Not sure. But definitely Burn and Scape Shift. Besage goes through Ward. No, but they do it in response to me animating. So if I bounce the Greasefang now, that's bad because they just crew Boat. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Accept. So now they use the Greasefang to crew? Greasefang to crew, hold up Besage. I guess that lets them survive? Or 1 point short if that's the case. How does Mill beat main deck Nexus of Fate? I mean, they can Tasha's it. Also, but who's playing main deck Nexus? I think Scam is still a good choice into a wide field with all the beans around. Yeah, I think if you're playing Scam, you really should be main decking at least 2, maybe even 3 Sheoldreds. Pretty sure that's just the best card to beat the best possible card against Beans. They are animating nothing. Okay. Then they play the Besage? Okay. Now what? Tinker1997, thank you for the 7-month resub. Greatly appreciate the support. This is an extremely tricky spot. Very, very tricky spot. So if I bounce the Sky Sovereign, play the Mastermind, play Fairy and draw? No, because they gain life off Sheoldred. I think we Otawara the Shilly so we can activate Mastermind. You have them dead? No, because they have blockers on the ground. I'm a little bit short. I'm really, really fucking close. Yeah, we only have 5 in the air. Yeah, but I also have to bounce the boat so they can't block one of my flyers. I mean, maybe my only out is bounce boat, play Mastermind, hope to rip a Thought-Thief. I don't know if I see another winning line. I can bounce Sheoldred, but then what am I doing about the boat? Oh, man. Kind of surprised they attack with nothing that turn. Yeah, I think this is my only way to win. So, ship the boat. Play Mastermind. Draw Thought-Thief. Let's go. Thought-Thief. Thought-Thief! Okay. That's a redraw. Yeah, because as is, I have 3 attackers on the ground. They have 4 blockers on the ground. Yeah, I don't see another way out of this. So... draw a card. Isn't Kling insane to prevent the Greasefang trigger? Yeah, I'm just not getting to that, though. Like, if I pass the turn, I'm dead to the boat in hand. I'm never, ever winning if they cast the boat again. Like, sure, I can prevent the Greasefang trigger, but, like, how am I winning the game? Yeah, we're about to be 3-1, though. Opponent played this game very, very well around all the stuff that I had. Yeah, we have to Cling again and hope to draw a Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Maybe if I exile the Thought-Thief, then I'm more likely to draw another Thought-Thief. It's so close. So close. We're just dead, right? Mitsu. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I feel like there was maybe a way to win that one. Drown would have been nice, too. Of course they're back-to-back. Oh, that was an out, too. Trespasser. We just attacked for 5 in Trespasser, so we actually had more outs. I don't know. I feel like I maybe could have done something differently that game. Tough one. All right, let's get a little 4-1 prediction going. They played that game well. Get in the tape room. Feel like I'm Bill Belichick. You talk about practice? Not a game. Not a game. Put your whole life savings on Yep. I will do my best. Hall of Storm Giants. Is this perhaps a Phoenix gamer? I'm going to main phase this. We can get the milling going. Mills them for 3. Should not have won the Boggles matchup anyways. Yeah, that's fair. That is a good point. It is Phoenix. Phoenix is the worst matchup? You think so? I've played this a couple of times from the rogue side of things. I understand that, yes, you mill over their Phoenixes. That can be kind of awkward. But, like, post-board, you have Clings and stuff. They don't have they don't have that fast of a clock. Well, the concept is if you mill over all of their Phoenixes bolt, then they just get all of them back. That's the problem. Yeah, Trespasser is good in this matchup for sure. We're not firing off a removal spell main phase. Kind of like that. I'm just going to go to combat. Yeah, that's usually what happens in these matchups, is you kind of just try to mill them out. I think that's your most realistic path to victory, is milling them out. Right, exactly. The games you win almost always involve milling them out. I'm not going to counter a single cantrip. Pummeler with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. That's kind of hot. Yeah, for sure, hilarious. Can you over-delve with Cruise to Shrink the Graveyard? No. Unless there's like a Thalia or a taxing effect in play. But you cannot over-delve just for the hell of it. Speaking of delve, right. Okay, I've changed course. This matchup sucks ass. This seems horrendous. How do we ever beat this Treasure Cruise deck? They just turn off our cards at all times. Delve versus Drown in the Loch, huh? I guess we can counter their removal spell. Said the matchup is good. No, I did not say it was good. I said I've beaten it before. Never said it was good. We win these. Why did they target Windrobber? Maybe I should have just let that go. I thought they were targeting this. Draw triple Lord effects. Yeah, maybe if I draw 2 Thought-Thieves. Combat, I guess. Alright, take 4. And they're at 11. You can maybe tempo them out. It's not likely. Didn't mill a single cruise, by the way. What am I supposed to do? Oh my god. Yeah, they don't. I guess they don't want to kill the Lord because they want me to mill them. Which matchup is more unwinnable, this or Boggles? Yeah. Probably this, honestly. Narset's in the board for Phoenix. It's pretty good against Treasure Cruise. Can you stop? Can you stop? Oops. I mean, honestly, is that better? No, I guess we can just do this. Try to pressure them with Hive. They're at 11. I'm not casting that. I'm just doing this. I don't think I ever win this game by casting Thoughtseize this turn. Attack here, get a spell. Go 7. We got a 2-turn clock. We do have a 2-turn clock. They will simply not find another copy of Treasure Cruise. It's just not going to happen. They just won't draw another one. It's fine. Downtick Kaito in this matchup to stress their removal. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Tree mana. Pieces of the puzzle. They found a cruise and a temporal trespass. Lovely. I mean, totally worth it, Fuma. It's a good emote. It's a frickin' good emote. It's our out. Our out is disconnect. Unironically, that actually maybe could be an out. If they don't have a removal spell for Enforcer. Which they very likely do. I was gonna say I can Thoughtseize the Phoenix. Or, excuse me, Thoughtseize their Trespass, bounce the Phoenix, but of course they have a removal spell here. I mean, I guess I'll just take the Time Walk. Your turn. So their hand is Cruise, Pieces, Pierce. Sure. I mean, if they didn't have the removal spell there, we actually had a chance. Because we go take the Trespass, attack them, or take the Trespass, bounce Phoenix, attack for 3, they go to 4. Then they don't have the Time Walk. They can, like, cruise, but ideally they can't find 2 more removal spells, and then we have the Hive and the 3/2. That was the idea, but it didn't work out. We're just hard casting Phoenix. Okay. We're going beatdowns. I think this is, like, best outcome for me. Because their hand is Cruise, Pierce, Pieces. They can post-combat Cruise, sure, but... They're at 7. What do we need to draw this turn? We need to draw... I don't know. Not even sure. Snare, Thopter. Sheoldred. Well, unfortunately, they've already gone through 3 cruises. So I'm not even sure that Sheoldred would be enough. So Pieces, Pierce, Phoenix. Casting Borrower is not a winning line. don't know that I have a winning line, but we'll figure it out. I feel like I made this game closer than I thought it was going to be. Like, I did resolve 3 treasure cruises this game, you know? Instead of bouncing Phoenix last turn, hit him to 1. Well, then I die. Because I'm at 14. If I take that line, right, let's assume that I take the 8. I go to 8, play Borrower. I have to take a damage, which means I go to 7. I guess 7 doesn't matter. But then I go untap, attack with Borrower Hive, put them to 1, then I die. Because they have this plus 2 Phoenixes. So if I had not bounced the Phoenix, I would have died the next turn to haul. So I think I had to bounce the Phoenix that one turn. I'm not sure it, like, changed my outs or anything. I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. This going to 7 definitely matters, because then the haul is lethal by itself. Yeah, but they could just find a land, right? At 5. I don't want to show them that. Alright, we're dead. Oh, but what you're saying is they just played a land that turn, which means the turn that they had both Phoenixes, they missed a land drop. So they actually, even if they had a land the following turn, they couldn't have animated haul. Okay, maybe, yeah. I didn't do the math. I didn't like see how many lands they had. I just kind of assumed that because they were cruising, they hit all their land drops. Alright, so we get to bring in Graveyard, Trespasser, and Cling. Those are both very good. Negate, Dispute, definitely good. Change the Equation, I don't think is particularly great. Invasion's been pretty good. Yeah, we should cut Thieves Guild Enforcer. Could bring in Stroke just for cruise. Take out all the rogues. I mean, unironically, you're not wrong. Yeah, we should probably cut Story, because a big part of this matchup is exiling their graveyard, whether it's through our own Clings and Trespassers, or them exiling their graveyard themselves. So, Into the Story seems kind of sus. Nighthawk Scavenger, also a little sus. Because it just trades for a Phoenix. Not a big fan of that. Trades for a Phoenix doesn't really offer a lot. I mean, this is 60. Is Drown better than Change or Stroke? It is. Or, oh, you're saying that because of the cruises? I could trim 1 Drown, maybe. Yeah, but what do you want to play instead of Thoughtseize? None of these cards are very good. Blue March? What do you want Blue March for? Yeah, like when you Thoughtseize as a Pieces or a Cruise, that's good. I think you have to keep the Thoughtseizes. Stroke is nice here. I mean, they only have, what, like 4 or 5 targets for it? It's not a lot. It's extremely narrow. Yeah, you guys are saying Stroke for Cruise, but like they don't have that many targets for it. There's only 5 targets in their deck. Granted, they can't trip a lot, so they see those targets a lot. So maybe that's like a reason enough to bring it in. But I don't know, I think it's too narrow. I'm gonna go with this. Edict? Edict is really bad if they get a Phoenix in play. Like, if you draw Edict after they get Phoenix back, it's pretty miserable. This hand's good. I think our main plan post board should just be, like, take all of their axes and try to slam a Sheoldred. Yeah, this hand's very good. As much as I don't want... I kind of want to take a cantrip here, because they're going to play the first cantrip and then play Thing, which we can drown. I'm going to take a cantrip. I know that sounds weird, but it kind of makes sense in my head. Did I side out all the rogues? I sided out some of them. Not all of them, though. We have too many rogues to side out every single one of them. I'm not going to counter their cantrip, but... They didn't cast Slight. Interesting. Oh, because they drew Consider. It's kind of perfect if they bin a card. Okay, they kept. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm casting this either way. Dr. Snackbar, welcome back, buddy. Thank you very, very much for the 6-month resub. Appreciate the 6 months of support. Hope you're having a good day today. Says, here's to 6 months and many more to come. I was listening to the Deep Dive podcast today. Small correction, dive down, but it's okay. And realized it was you. Yeah, chat. If you want to check out an awesome podcast, I think the episode went live today. But there should be a command too, dive down command. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to play this on, it has to be black, right? Because of Sheoldred. Yeah, it's got to be black. I sure hope they don't have a cruise. Please no cruise. We can get their thing. How does this work? Copy of any creature in a graveyard. I know they changed the rules on flipping shit. Does anybody know? I don't want to look this up. I have no idea. I don't want to look it up. Too lazy. See, I was thinking the same thing, but I thought they changed the rules on that. But I can't remember. Didn't matter. We didn't draw a thing anyways. I am going to pass. I'm going to pass. Yeah, I love the dive down, guys. They're so much fun to record with. Who does the dive down? Well, it's mostly Shane, Dave, and Stan, but I've been a regular guest host over the past, 6 months or so. I think I'm going to save the Cling. Definitely slamming Sheoldred, right? Yeah, we just windmill Sheoldred. I mean, it's funny. We milled 2 cruises, but honestly, with the Sheoldred, I kind of wanted them to draw a cruise. TBH. If I recall correctly, the change only affected tokens and cards without a backside to flip into. There's a non-zero chance it'll flip into the battle. When you flip it, it just flips back into the battle. There's no way that works. I mean, I'm copying Sheoldred anyway, so it's whatever, but... Either way, I'm copying Sheoldred. I know. I'm casting it. I'm getting a Sheoldred. Go. Copy thing in the eyes for science. I think I'd rather win the game. It flips back into the battle with no counters and then dies to state-based actions. But then wouldn't it flip back again, or no? Do I give a shit? I mean... kind of no. I guess I'll cycle my Cling in response. I don't know. I just don't think I care about this Brotherhood's End. Isn't it lethal? 4, 5, 6, 9, 11. No, it's not quite. Yeah, I'm just going to let this go. I will still fire up the Hive, I think. Okay, I'm going to Shock 2 to hold up Pierce. Yeah, I just don't... It doesn't change my clock. And I mean, I guess the theory is, what am I piercing instead? I guess I could pierce a Time Walk. Snackbar said, amazing podcast, very informative and great jokes. Highly recommend it. I listened to it between me seeing patients. Yeah, it's so much fun to record with those guys. I think we're a really, really good bunch. We have a lot of good chemistry. Alright, we got a game. Plan is draw Sheoldred. That's the plan. Wow, I resolved Sheoldred and won the game. Wow. I mean, if I was playing 4 copies of this, then I'd be much more interested. It's not my podcast, but I'm a regular guest host on the Dive Down. It is on Spotify, yes. This hand has less Sheoldreds than I'd like, but I think I am going to keep it. Classic lands and spells. Surely this is not going to die, right? Maybe I should have cut all these shitty Windrobbers. Thoughts on Gigantha? Overrated and Convoke. I like a 1 of Embercleave. I mean, Gigantha does not come up... Okay, here's the thing about Gigantha. Gigantha will not come up that often, again, in the Convoke deck, but it's one of those things that when it comes up, it's extremely relevant, right? it can be the difference between you winning and losing the game, because like against Rakdos, if the game drags on to that point, maybe they don't have a ton of answers to Gigantha. Now granted, you can't remove creatures from the battlefield, so it's like I don't know, it's probably a wash. I lean towards playing it, but I wouldn't like fault you for not playing it. Yeah, it's good in heroic because like the connive actually matters, but you don't. I mean, I guess you have blood tokens, so that's where it maybe could come up the most. I guess I just run this out there. It's gonna die, but if I invasion here, they just get the slam cruise. Do I have a better line? Like Cling Thought-Thief, Cling Drown. They also might just counter the invasion. I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, but that's the other thing too. I think that you definitely should be playing Bunnicorn in that deck. Bunnicorn is crazy in the Convoke deck. It's been a board card. I would main deck 4 for sure. If I was playing Convoke right now, I would 100% main deck 4. Card is so unbelievably good. Do I cycle my Cling here? I'm trying to think of the reason not to. It does. How much does this mill? This mill's 3. So if I cycle Cling, they go to 3 cards. Oh, but I'm attacking with Thought-Thief. Yeah, I guess saving it for like Sheoldred or something could be good. Or a Phoenix, of course. I kind of just want to chill here. I kind of want to wait one more turn on this invasion. I'm going to go to combat and see what they do. Because if they have a counterspell, we can actually go invasion with Drown back up next turn. Also, I think there's something to be said about not attacking there. Because now they can play a 2-mana cruise and hold up other stuff. Whereas if I just don't attack, they have to spend 4 mana on a cruise. It's a reasonable thing to think about. Okay, they don't play a land. I'm gonna chill. Fatal Push. I mean, we're just gonna go for invasion plus drown, I think. Because I really want to be able to resolve this invasion. Now, there's a chance that we don't resolve it anyways, but... like if they have 2 counter spells, but that's okay. Or they just don't do anything. Okay, sure. Can play a 1-mana cruise now. I may or may not hold up Drown this turn. Milled 1 Phoenix. Okay. Yeah, but it's a question of, do I want to play Windrobber and hold up Cling, or do I want to hold up Drown and Cling? They have 12 cards in their graveyard. So if they cruise, they'll have 5 left. Which is enough for me to counter a pieces. Yeah, I'm going to pass. Because obviously I can't counter the cruise, but I can counter the follow-up after the cruise. Okay, they just don't have cruise. That's good. That's obviously good. Another counterspell would be nice. Alright. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna try and flip my invasion. Surely this is not gonna work, right? What is in their hand? I don't know what's in their hand. We just make a Thought-Thief. Okay, I'll play this. I'll play this. Go, I guess. I don't know. What's going on here? What's going on here? What's in their hand? Is their hand just like all Brotherhood's End? Playing it to end? I mean, if they end, I just sack both Windrobbers. I can also fight over end with Drown, right? Like, I snap Drown if they end here. I'm gonna let that resolve. Wow, this is wild. They revealed Thing. They hit Axe Consider pieces. Yeah, they gotta have at least another Phoenix in the hand. Not going to counter this. That's fine. Do I have lethal? 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. This is exactly lethal. They put a card on top. They got Consider Axe. They discarded Narset's Reversal. I do think I fight over this. I do think I want to fight over this. Okay, so they have Spell Pierce. Yep. That's fine. Okay, so this dies. They go to combat. We can cling their one Phoenix. And then we can attack for half of their life total, which is not quite enough. Is that better than firing up the Hive? Probably. Although that's weaker into Brotherhood's End. I mean, it's fine. We can still draw 2. It's the same amount of damage, though. But it lets me hold up Fatal Push for whatever that's worth. I just don't think that matters. I don't think Fatal Push matters here. I think we just do this. Mill, whatever. Who cares? Alright. They're at 9. They did hit another Phoenix, which is kind of unfortunate. If we attack, leave a blocker. Why would we leave a blocker? I'm at 23. I don't, you know. Okay, that is fine because we have Fatal Push. Triggers stack. What do you mean by triggers stack? Oh, with the second Thought-Thief? Yeah, it was mill more, I guess. Okay, so we can crack Windrobber, push the Drake. They have Negate, this sucks. Oh, now we no longer care about Negate. We no longer have lethal, though. I could play Thought-Thief and attack for 6. And then pierce the removal spell. No, stop. Please. Get out of here with that. Alright, cast this. Chat, I need you to Prage. We need to Prage together. How many Phoenixes? They have one singular Phoenix. Alright. Brotherhood's End to be annoying, but we have the Hive. Saheeli does not matter, because we have a bunch of flyers. Saheeli Crew's removal spells could maybe do it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how many removal spells they have left, though. Impulse, Axe, Axe. Impulse, Impulse, Axe. They only have one Impulse left, I think, if they're playing 4 of each. They should only have one left. This game has been sick. What a crazy game. Blue, blue. I don't know what they're casting with blue, blue. Chart a course. I do not think that is going to be enough to survive. Yeah, this has been a wild league. Yeah, even if they have red source removal spell, they're still dead. Should be good enough. Good enough for a 4-1? Yeah, this will definitely go up on YouTube. The list that LCQ'd and Lil. Our opponent's deck? Oh, right, they have Phoenixes. Wait, hold on. Hold up, hold up, hold up. How many Phoenixes? They have 2. But 2's not enough, right? Because we have 3 flyers. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yep. 2 Phoenixes not sufficient against my 3 flyers. Whew. What a game, dude. What a game. Crazy match. Sheesh. All right, believers rejoice. Picked up a nice little 4 and Juan. You'll love to see it. Unless you're a doubter, then you don't love to see it, but... Cool. Hilarious D, big shout out to Hilarious for submitting this donation deck. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. As far as changes are concerned, honestly, all these numbers felt pretty good. I could maybe see going down on a Merfolk Windrobber. That seemed like the least powerful one-drop. I could maybe see going up to the 4th Mastermind. Could see a 2nd Scavenger, perhaps a 3rd Sheoldred. But a lot of these numbers look pretty tuned and tested, so like the deck list. If you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's pay out these Believers. Love it. Believers getting paid. All right, chest.